you've been skating a lot though.
I know, that's so cool.
Dude, I am stoked. So basically, in all of this, it's been like, what, a month now? I feel like that it's all kind of been all wishy-washy.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I mean, I think it was probably like the weekend before, like Mohawk was gonna start like figuring out like the showcases that we were gonna be putting on. Um, we were trying to figure out like what we were gonna do. So like work was like kind of crazy because like we were also one of the last venues to like kind of like fill our calendar for South by. And so we're trying to solidify all the shit, and then basically everything kind of happened out of nowhere where it was just like going from like, yo, now we have to do like all local shows, like we got to figure out what we're gonna do, and now it can't be this many people, now it's this many people, and then you're laid off. And then I was like, damn. And so I definitely like fell into like a bit of a depression like the first couple weeks because it was like super hard just to like not, I don't know, I've just never like not had a job. And like even like being unemployed and shit, it's been like definitely blessed that shit's coming in, you know, but it was just like super weird. So I definitely wasn't being creative or like doing anything that I really love like in the beginning because it was so hard mentally and like my anxiety was so high and like I couldn't sleep and shit. And then like finally like I started to be like, yo, like listening to like the positive energy and like, yeah, this is like a time to like grow, do things you love. Definitely like the first thing I did, which I have right here, is like I painted this.
Nice.
Like
Nice.
this is like the kind of like paintings I do. It's just like colors and then I'll splat some shit so it looks like a starry sky kind of thing. I don't know. So that's like what I like because I have a bunch of like acrylics and stuff. Like my minor was in art, so I definitely like to paint to like escape. But yeah, I did that and that kind of like made me feel good. And before quarantine, I like ordered some skates. And like I used to skate back in 2016, but I started to yeah, just like randomly thought like, damn, I should be like active and like, you know, whatever. Like I kind of want to like go back into going to the skate park and shit. So yeah, I got skates and I've been going every day except whenever there was like a little duration that it was like raining every day here and like if like concrete gets wet and shit, like your wheels get all fucked up and you start falling and shit. So I didn't go skating like I think like 4 days, but ever since I got them, I've been skating. So it's been like I don't know, I want to say like 3 weeks now.
Nice.
I learned that that water and wheels don't mix when I was a kid on the scooter.
Yeah, I
Like
literally
when I was like, oh, I was like, I'm gonna ride through that puddle. Nope, I just fucking fell so
out.
hard. Yeah,
Dude,
I
yeah, I
that
feel
spot you've been going to that is pretty cool. I think those were all from all those ramps are from Skate Park of Austin, right?
yeah, like so I do have some homegirls that like roller skate or like just skate in general, and I like saw like in some of their skate videos that they're at this like DIY spot that seemed low key as fuck. And since
Yeah.
I'm barely like learning, I'm like, damn, like I don't really want to go. One, the skate parks are closed, but I
Mm.
also don't want to go to skate parks yet because I'm not like comfortable with like other people like or like wait or doing like that skating etiquette where you have to like wait for someone to drop in and then do their thing until they bust ass and then like everyone's waiting a turn like it's just like too much. So anyways, I asked my homegirl, I was like, yo, where's that spot? And she's like, yeah, it's like a sketchy spot and like it's like right off the highway and like you just gotta kind of find it, you'll see it. And I was like, okay, so bitch, I'm driving. I'm just like, where the fuck is the spot? I'm like, oh shit, there it is.
Yeah.
And so I've been going there and I've been feeling super comfortable. Like I'll bring like a homegirl with me, even if they don't skate, they'll like put their little like speaker and like we'll be smoking and chilling. And I'll be yeah, I don't know. It's been fucking awesome. I just got back. That's why it took me a little while to get on Skype with y'all too, because I was like leaving the skate spot. And then bitch, I can drop in.
Yeah, I
I
just saw
saw
that.
that, dude. That was
Dude,
dope,
I
and I love that
dropped
you put
in.
System of a Down to that.
Yeah,
That was my first show I ever went to.
really?
Yeah, I was like 13, and I was just like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
I know. I can't
Changed
even
my life.
imagine. That would be fucking crazy seeing him back in the day. So, tell me why was my first show Avril Lavigne.
Hey, we love her too. I was listening to her. I was down with Skater Boys.
Just
Like,
saying. That was my dad took me. I was 12. I was like,
yeah.
the lyric. I was like, damn, why am I not in the pit? Now I'm just like a pit girl. Like every time I'm feeling, I'm in the pit. Put me in the pit. That's like another thing that's been kind of weird. It's just like my lifestyle is so like live music forward that like I definitely do have to find like something else that like brings that like intense passion in me because I feel that's so hard with music. So like it's been cool like diving deep in like albums and shit, like actually listening to full albums because you know our generation, I'm like, bitch, I'm Spotify playlist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm listening to my top 2019. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what was I listening
Yeah.
to back in the best year of my life? I just didn't even know.
Yeah, I my playlist is all just 90s stuff, honestly. But speaking of first shows, mine's probably not any better. Kimmy probably had the best one.
What was yours?
SPM.
I mean, he's done some questionable shit, but some of
Yeah.
those songs, like, I just remember growing up and hearing that shit at the crib with
Mm.
grandma. Like, legit, like, that was some stuff that we just always listened to. Like, me and Jay are from the same small little town, so I feel like this is very common, you know?
Yeah, where are you guys from again?
Uvalde.
Uvalde.
Uvalde. Where is
It's
that?
so
Yeah.
tiny. It's
South
like
Texas.
farm town.
Yeah, it's like
Where,
a
like
what,
south?
like an hour and a half away from Santo, south of Santo.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
from San Antonio, so I'm like trying to think like, but then like all my family's from Brownsville, so like I can go far south too. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I've heard of you,
Yeah.
but I'm like,
Oh wow, you're from Brownsville. So how long have you lived in Austin?
well, that's where like all my family's from is from Brownsville, and then I moved when I was like 5 to San Antonio,
Oh cool.
and at one point I lived in Corpus, and then I moved back to San Antonio, and then I moved to Austin. Yeah, whenever I graduated high school. So like in 2011, it's whenever I
Nice.
graduated. So I've been here since then, and it's been but yeah, whenever I was in high school, I used to fucking come to shows all the time. Like when I started to like figure out like Austin's music scene, like and like I had homies with cars, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to Skylar's house. Don't you know I was in the car on my way to fucking Austin? At one point, I'll never forget with my homegirl, like literally. We were with these boys that had cars, and we're like they're like we want to go to fun like let's go to fun fest, and I was like damn, what is that? I want to go there. Lineup was sick. It was raining as fuck, and I saw Crystal Castles, and it was so fun. I don't even remember who else I saw, but like it was like I remember we like didn't have tickets or money to even get there, so like we were panhandling to get to fucking from San Antonio to Austin, being like we're like can I have $5? Do you have $5? Do you have any gas money? And people were giving us money. Like we got like $40 together. Swear to God, our little nasty asses. And we went to Fun Fest, and we only had one wristband, and we would just like it was like when you can just like put it under the gate,
Yeah.
just and it was just like a normal. There was no scan. It was just like you got the wristband or you don't. And so
Yeah.
we did that with 4 or 5 different. I think it was 4 different people, and like dude. So yeah, I mean, I've
I
been
love when that happens though. It feels like the universe is just on your side whenever like things kind of like you have to kind of go through a little process, but it just works out. I
yeah
totally did that with like a Tool show where some friends of mine, we like went there. We knew we were just gonna have like not the best seats, but we were like, oh fuck it, we'll just like drink and chill anyway.
hmm
Well, this guy just came up to us and was like selling us these tickets, and we were like, I don't know, man, like it seems kind of sketchy. He's like, nah, dude. He basically got us in on one ticket that was in the pit. Like, it's just we all went in through different
yeah
entrances. So
yes
it was like three of us. So they didn't even catch it. It was I don't know how they did it, but I was young, so I was just like, that worked.
dude.
Like,
Cool, that's
what the
crazy.
fuck?
Yeah, my man just saw Tool on their last tour, and he said it was like the craziest show. Like they didn't let you have phones. They didn't let you have phones like their entire set until like I think the end, and they're like, okay, now you can take a video. But like apparently it was just like I don't even know, dude, fucking crazy, and like all their
Yeah.
lights and shit. I was like, damn. I like Tool, but I never got into Tool because they like I don't know, like I like them and I like used to listen to them because my friend's older brother loved them. But like I listened to the bangers. Like I didn't go deep into like I feel like they have a bunch of fucking albums, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like a
Really?
series,
Yeah.
like a whole discography of shit that's like I'm like damn. I
Who's
mean,
been your favorite show, like that your most memorable show that you've gone to that you're just like, holy shit, like.
definitely like I can't even think of like specific because there's every show is so unique and but definitely because last year was like I realized was the best year of my life. Definitely whenever I went because my boyfriend is a tour manager and like production manager for like metal bands and now he's like a production director to like a metal festival. But last year whenever he was touring he was touring with Behemoth and Slipknot.
Nice.
So and I like literally went into like I've always liked Slipknot, but like I went into like a huge fucking Slipknot phase like in like I don't know I want to say like the past 2 years like I was like hardcore like diving deep like right now I'm diving deep back into System of a Down, but like I was diving deep into like Slipknot again, so like it was very like intense for me and thrilling that like like I don't know it was so intense. But so we went to Europe and we went to like there are these huge metal festivals in Europe and one of them's called Hellfest and it's like really well known and it's fucking crazy and it's insane. Like everything's on fire and everyone's being badass looking and you're just like, fuck, this place is so cool. So and like every structure is insane. Like everything is just insane and all of the stages are just unique in their own way and they're just like huge fucking bands. Like I saw Papa Roach, I don't give a fuck. It was funny. I was like,
Yeah.
Papa Roach, fucking Rob Zombie and shit. Like it was just like crazy. But I fucking saw Slipknot like badass like in an area like I did a throwback like on my story recently, but like that was definitely like the most intense show because like I was with like I had just met Corey Taylor that day and I like just because I was like in the artist area because like he was like with the band, so we had artist passes, so blessed for that. They had the best fucking food there too. But yeah, no, I fucking saw Slipknot. Slipknot took over Hellfest for a day and it became Knotfest. And it was like the first Knotfest in like France. So it was like insane. And there was like thousands of people and like I remember seeing like their opening song, which was sick. And they opened with that song and like had this thing called kabuki and it's like this like mesh that has like their name over it like before the like it covers the stage so you don't know what's in the stage as in the audience and like then it drops or like gets sucked and then it's like the fucking show. So like it's like this big kabuki thing it says Slipknot and it's fucking sick and everyone's like freaking out and you just look out and there's just fire everywhere and like just like thousands I want to say like hundreds of thousands of people and everyone's like just wasted or having the best time ever. Anyways, so I'm freaking out. My adrenaline's so high. I'm like, I'm gonna see Slipknot. What the fuck? Like, this is so sick. And we were like with the Behemoth crew, and they're like all these polo shoes that are like crazy and funny as fuck. And they're like getting wasted because their set's done. So they're like, they're just fucking crazy and they're just like so wild. And then fucking Slipknot starts, and I like freak out. And I'm FaceTiming my homie Brian, and I'm like Brian because he loves Slipknot. And I'm like, yo, I need to fucking FaceTime. So I'm FaceTiming him at the beginning of the show, and then I'm like, I love you, I gotta go. And I tell my man, and I'm like, I gotta go to the fucking front of this pit, and it's like hundreds of thousands of people, and I'm like, I gotta go. And I'm like, he's like, okay, be careful. And I'm like, I'm good, I'm good. And I like fucking run and I like go downside, like down to the fucking front of the pit area. And I just start pushing people and crowd surfing and pushing people where like people are like everyone's fucking international people, like European people. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like, and I'm just, they're talking shit and I don't fucking know. I'm just like, damn, they hate me. I don't give a fuck. And I fucking go in the pit and I'm just like literally like this close to the fucking gate. And I'm like, dude, I made it. And people are pissed. And I'm like, English. Like, I'm that bitch. I was like, English, English. Like, I don't fucking know what you're saying. Talk shit. I don't fucking shit. And so, yeah. And then I was like front row to fucking Slipknot takeover of Hellfest, aka Knotfest. And that was like the best show I feel like so far that I can remember, because it was so like my passion. Like it's like that's why I work in music, because of like those moments. Like
Yeah.
and then like because like I was a bitch and like pushed my way to the front, like I kind of eventually like whenever I do that, because I do that like I've always done that at shows whenever I'm like super intense, but I like become homies with the people in the front and I'm like, yo, like just like hugging them and shit, like whenever we're like jamming to the songs. And like then they like loosen up because they're like, okay, this bitch, she knows what's up. Like we fam, we here for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
That shit, yeah. I'm getting like excited talking about it. I haven't talked about it in a while, actually. I'm stoked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I love metal shows. Like I went and saw Guar back like years ago, when they were coming through emos, and I just remember like
Yes,
seeing them come out, and I'm just like, yes, I need to be on the top of this crowd. So I had some big dude throw me into the crowd, and I was just like,
Was it
chill.
that at the old emos?
It was at
The
no,
little
it
one?
was at the one that's here on the east side. I wish it was
Oh.
at the old one. That would have been intense. Like
Yeah,
yo,
Guar in that small
intimate as
spot.
fuck.
Holy shit.
I've seen them at the old emos. I was still in high school, I think. I was like, I don't know what to expect, but let's go. Let's go.
It's a performance, and that's why metal, like I feel like it's kind of underappreciated because it really is like this energy. You're literally like screaming with strangers, and you guys are like almost like in sync together. You know
For
what I
sure.
mean?
Even like just any heavier genre, like any heavier genre, I feel like it's definitely like that, because definitely some shows like within certain genres, like they're like it's like a swaying kind of thing, or like people like the kind of
Yeah.
people that listen to that music aren't very like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's a
Totally.
completely different energy, you know? Like that's why it's crazy like being at like working at Mohawk for like officially full time. It's been like it had been like a little over a year now, but I've been there for a little bit, and like yeah, like just like we have so many different like genres and different bands, like every like literally slogan all are welcome. So like everyone would fuck it. And so it's crazy being like seeing like Death Grips play and that crowd, and then seeing like a band like Sales or something, and it's like la 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 la, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I like the Mohawk. I actually this last fall went and saw Dive there. So
yeah,
it was that was I mean I like them. They're like a good mix of like indie but still kind of like that grunge that I like.
yeah, absolutely.
So and they were good. There was a fuck ton of people for that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely that's definitely something that I am missing during the quarantine, is just live music, because that's like my life and my passion. But like because like obviously like I have to like, I mean, from what it looks like, shows aren't going to be happening till 2021. So
Yeah.
like at this point I'm just you know, trying to stay active, and like I've been going to the Greenbelt every day. Like I know like a lot of people sometimes like frown upon like just going outside in general, but it's obviously everyone has to be cautious in their own ways. So like I've definitely, you know, been keeping my distance and like going to spots like let's say like at Twin Falls or something. Like everyone goes right. They go to Twin Falls. No, I'm going left. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to go where like
Yeah.
everyone, oh, it's like the typical spot. Like I'll go off the trail and like find a little passage in a creek that's like just running water. I'm like, I'm chilling here. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
anything to smoke a joint and like eat a little like clementine. I'm chilling.
Yeah. I haven't been to Greenbelt in like years. I remember it being like
But
almost nobody out there, and
you
now
need,
it's like stupid. Yeah.
I mean, it depends which area you go for sure.
I
You know,
was
Mhm.
there earlier. I was checking out some graffiti spots.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which
Um,
yeah, which area were you at?
It was so you walk
Westgate.
in through the Westgate, yeah.
Westgate.
Yeah. I have
Okay.
some
Um,
pictures of it. I don't know if you guys knew, Jay, you knew because you invited me out to that fashion show that happened out there.
Really?
right. Yeah.
That's
Is
tough.
in like a big drainage ditch. Um,
Damn. What the fuck kind
there.
of fashion show? Who the fuck? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind
look,
of cool.
check this out. Like, okay.
Oh, that looks kind of
Oh
sick.
wait,
Wait.
damn it. No. I like how it's just playing this. Okay.
You're like, hold on, okay, I see it. Oh, that's cool. Wait, what? Where is that?
It's out by the green belt, and this is an even bigger spot. Like
Oh,
just
I'm
a
trying to
little.
here, dude. I feel like I could skate there. Actually, I need to like look closer to the gravel. I need to check your story out. But damn,
Yeah. Um,
that
I
looks
mean, I
cool.
wouldn't. Once this is over, could like I'll hike out there. I'd be down to show you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
it's definitely been
Or
uh helpful to
drum.
go outside for sure. Like it's definitely been keeping me sane. I mean, I definitely have to go outside at least for an hour, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been kind
but
of just like trying to catch sunset every day and just walk around like a different neighborhood or something.
yeah.
I got another film camera just to. I don't
Ooh,
even know if anyone's developing right now, but
it's so fucking go
just
out there and just shoot,
throw
and
some.
that's something that you're passionate about too, you know. So like that's something that you keeps you sane and a reason to go outside just to go and find
Yeah, and
spots.
it's kind of okay because I was like in the headspace where I didn't want to shoot with as many people anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was even telling you that last time that I just kind of want to like shoot with select people that
Mm-hmm.
I know like will appreciate it more, I guess.
Yeah,
As far as like the trading
yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Um, but it's been different. I gotta just like go drive around somewhere and just walk until and figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what about you? What have you been doing? Everyone, like, yeah.
Oh, you did that painting. You
Uh,
just got to finish with that.
Yeah, I did. That was really cool. I basically have been. I totally agree with you and how just going outside for a little bit is just it keeps you calm. Like it really keeps you feel balanced. You know what I mean? During
mm-hmm.
this like random time. But that's why I was out earlier. Is I was checking out spots. I mean, I go out and I spray paint. I do a lot of street art. And I just was scoping out like the logistics of like, okay, if I go out, who all would be out here? The spots
Mm-hmm.
there was nobody, so it was like
Yeah,
I know I could take a backpack and just go paint and just go drink and just go kind of do my own thing out there, not bothering anybody. I'm far away from people,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
so
I think
it's
people
it's
are
kind of
getting.
like you're skating, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think people are getting a little too crazy with that. Where like you can't go outside at all. Like I think, of course, don't be with crowds, but like, why is it better that you can go to the grocery store and not just roam around somewhere by yourself? People seem to
Yeah.
be like upset about it for
Well, I mean,
whatever
they're
reason.
just at home bored and they're literally like everyone's on edge. So maybe it's just easy to get mad at someone else.
yeah. I
When
Yeah,
feel
it's
like some
like,
people have definitely been getting like some of my friends get more like retaliation on their like stories or something if they post them doing something or like
hmm
with someone and like just being judgmental. Like I don't know, like that, like they have to like justify and be like, "Yo, dude, I came into quarantine with this person." Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, or like, dude, I can go outside if I want. Like, I'm being safe. Like, everyone has to like justify themselves now as to like how far I'm going. But like it's just kind of like obviously we're gonna be as precautious as we can, but we it's like we always have to say like, don't worry. But I went here, but I was far. You know, it's
right,
like I kind of hate that it's like that now. I mean, that's definitely kind of one of the things that kind of, you know, it's been
yeah,
like interesting, like dynamic in the way we have to justify our distance from physical people, but because of, you know,
yeah. I mean that's the main thing is just stay away from people, and if
larger crowds, honestly, just stay away from larger crowds. And I feel like you would notice if someone was sick
mm-hmm.
around you, obviously. Even, I know there's like the whole asymptomatic, but still, like, just I think people are just they have too much time literally on their hands, so they're just getting mad about nothing.
since
Yeah,
I since I have to go to the grocery stores, I'm usually like when people are walking by me, not like you're walking down aisles. Sometimes people just try to get by quick, but like I'll kind of turn away or something. I don't
yeah,
know if it's helping, but it at least makes me feel better. Like
yeah,
it's not like I want to be working in the stores.
yeah. It's definitely one of those interesting times, but definitely like I haven't been painting, but you know. It's something that I'm wanting to do, but it's kind of like one of those things that like as long as I go outside and I go on a hike and if I go skating, then
Mhm.
I feel much better. Like, and then like, but I have like, I'm exhausted from skating when I come home, but like, because my mind is like going like so fast at all times, like just thinking so much, like overthinking, whatever, just spaced out, chilling. Like I can't really sleep, so like I have to like take some fucking NyQuil, dude, to go to sleep. Honestly, I've been taking little PM pills just to like knock myself out. So because I was staying up till like 6 in the morning in the beginning of quarantine, and like it was like really fucking with me,
Yeah.
like just staying up consciously awake, just thinking.
I've actually been kind of going to sleep at a decent time lately. No, I still go. I've been going to bed before midnight at least. Considering I have to wake up at 5 every morning,
Yeah,
that's still pretty late.
yeah, because you
But
still have to go and hustle and shit, you know.
I know Kimmy's been staying up late.
It's not right. I'm a vampire at this point.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I was 100% there, but that's also like those moments like where I'm like awake for so long. Like I'll just be in fucking hashtags. I was in hashtag roller skating for so long, and I like got so much inspiration from so many different women because they have like these like 365 challenges where like every single day they're skating and like they get so much better within like a month. And I'm like, if
Yeah,
you can do that, then I want to do that. Like if you
Yeah.
do that, I can do that. I know I can do that. So like that's been pushing me like to like get inspiration. Like even though I know like I'm addicted to my phone and like buried in my phone, like I do try to find those like moments where I'm but I did get so much inspiration and I was looking at so much stuff like that like made like just saving like whenever on Instagram you can save things, like I have like a saved folder of like skating, so I like
yeah,
see different like girls like doing certain tricks or like learning, and like it's definitely inspirational still using like all these social platforms in that kind of aspect.
yeah. Even just watching you, like since I saw you posted something about you getting skates. Even since then, like I've seen you make a lot more progress than like a lot of people I've seen
You
on
dropped
Instagram.
in. Like, what was that like? What were you thinking when
I
you did
was
it?
okay, so the first skate park that I went to, that was like there was a bunch of people. So like and it was like a just like a higher like incline, like it was like a higher ramp. So I was like, I'm just scared. And like I was talking to this girl that was also skating. I was like, damn, I really want to drop in. And she was like, only had been skating for two, I think it was 2 months, she said. But she was on a skateboard, and but she was like, "Yeah, I really want to drop into, but I'm scared." And I'm like, "Bitch, I'm scared too." And like my wheel would get close, and I'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like it was like there was literally a great white shark in front of me. Like I was like so scared because it's so scary to look down, and like
Yeah,
just not know what's gonna happen. But like I went to that DIY spot, and because I was by myself, and like it was like I think it was like about like definitely like I want to say like over 5 feet, if not 5 feet or over. I don't know. It was like higher though, like it wasn't too low, but it wasn't too high.
hmm,
It was like a normal person's height, I want to say, because I'm short as hell. So, but yeah, I just got on there and like the first time I went in, I obviously busted ass and my ass is scraped and like I took a shower right now and like put some Neosporin on it and it like or not Neosporin, I should use some Neosporin, but some hydrogen peroxide, and it stung the fuck out of me, but she healing.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I
it's,
went in and I fucking busted ass, and then I tried to do it again, and I was like busted ass again, but forward and kind of just like slid, and then yeah, then I just fucking started like doing it, and my leg was wobbling weird, but like I stood, I was like, still up, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna start recording myself. So I was like just going off and like really like trying to like feel like I was going like getting height, like you know what I mean, and just like going
Yeah.
higher. And so yeah, I mean, I still have the adrenaline from that because like it just happened like an hour ago, maybe two.
yeah.
But
I
Dude,
know.
you have to
Yeah,
do roller derby. Like, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw you skating around. I was like, I just picture her like
dude,
straight
I
up like
literally would be what fucking Juno, what's her name? Ellen Page. Remember Ellen
you'd
Page?
be ruthless.
She was in Ellen Page was in that movie. What was it called? And it
Whip it.
yeah,
Whip it. Yeah,
That
That's
would
such a
be
great movie. I
that.
love that movie. Juliette Lewis, who's one of my favorite actresses, she was in Natural Born Killers, which is my favorite movie.
Oh
So
yeah.
she was in that. She was Iron Maven. I thought that was sick.
Yes. I know. I need to rewatch that movie because it's been a while. But like, so my goal with roller skating, like, because a lot of people have different styles, and like some people like to do little dances, and like this has also been going in like my hashtag roller skating where I see people's different styles. But like my style, like I really want to be good, or like something that I want to be good at with roller skating isn't necessarily like the footwork and like dancing or like being really good at like twisting and doing circles, but like mostly like yeah, just skating at a park. Like I've been wanting to be like I want to do cool shit. I want to be like the bitch that like this is the coping and like I'm fucking upside down touching the coping and then I'm dropping back in. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I want to do that eventually, but like I've never broken an arm or a leg or any bone in my body, so I don't want this to be the time.
Yeah. But if there's any, I mean, well, I guess it's stuck to go to the hospital right now, but healing is a good time right now because you can actually be home and not have to worry about.
Dude, right? But it's about to be summer, and I love being in the sun and like going outside, like in that Texas fucking heat. Like I
I
always
love the
being in
Texas
like
heat.
I don't like being like in prime Texas heat, bitch. No one likes to sweat that hard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be dehydrated, but
Yeah.
like I do love going like swimming and stuff. Like I love swimming in Texas, and so like I'm like definitely ready for that. So I'm like I'm trying to be like safe, you know, when I'm like skating, but like yeah, I'm not trying to break any bones because I'm trying to swim in.
But yeah, I definitely hope I can go to the Greenbelt soon, and we should go to Landbridge a lot. That's what was like one of the first spots to dry up, but that's a
Yeah. Oh
really
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I know that area. That's like yeah, that's a fucking really chill area. I really like going there. I like going to usually the 360 spot is where I go, and instead of again going where the normal trail is, I'll trail off to the other side, and it's like
Yeah,
super cool.
we used to go off to hike up to Sculpture every time. We used to like go to Park at Rudy's, and
Yes,
there'd be a hole in the fence. We just walk down that way, and
yeah.
then we have to walk down like a steep ass hill.
And you have that big cave thing, or not a cave, but it's like a plat, like I don't even know. It's like a giant like lookout kind of.
Uh,
Like
where
it's like the one behind
uh,
Reds, right?
which one?
The one behind Reds.
Um.
It's like a giant lookout out there. Like
Oh, yeah. That's Landbridge, right?
oh, Lambert.
Um. Sculptures over there off. Was it 360?
Yeah, that one is an intense hike. That one's like chill going down and up. You bust your ass basically.
Yeah. I
It's rough.
remember when I had my Mastiff, we took her down there when she was a puppy, and she was like not feeling it. But then she ended up loving water. But we took her down there. I had to carry her up that hill,
No, I
and
know. I've done that with a dog too.
she was
Yeah,
like that big. I was like, well, no, she's probably bigger than that. But I was like, fuck,
you
like,
you gotta work out then. Damn.
yeah. But
I
when she got bigger, she was like, I smell the water.
yeah, she
I'm
was
ready to
down.
get there. Yeah.
She was down.
But I remember one time I took her to the where is it? I took her to Barton Springs once, and I guess her stomach was upset, and she like had diarrhea in the water, and people were get your dog, and I was like,
You were like
she
that
seemed,
person that like you're trying to do
You were that
out of
person,
control.
Jay.
You're
it
like,
just like kind of fell out of her, and I was like, oh, just get away from that.
oh my god.
I just think it's funny that that would happen to you because you're just so like quiet and timid. I just
And
could imagine you. You'd just be like, "Oh fuck," you know.
it would be the biggest dog there that would,
That would do that.
yeah.
God.
It would
She's
be
got
your dog, by the way.
mm-hmm.
We need to
She's got
go to that spot. The one that you had showed me those pictures of. It was like up north.
uh, was it the ditch?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I want to know if there's like some homeless camps down there, but I should like park and go check it sometime.
That shit is wild, yo. Like all of a sudden, like I'm not gonna lie, I just tents were everywhere. I was like, what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean
isn't that crazy?
it's definitely like whenever they got pushed out you know, from everything that happened in the latter part of 2019 too. Whenever
Yeah.
they, you know, they're like, you know, free to set up everywhere, and then I mean, where else are they gonna go, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I over here on Riverside, there's a lot. I was actually driving by the intersection of Ben White and 35, and there was
They're
like I
there.
looked over and it's just tents like all down there. I was like, what the fuck? It looked
Yeah.
like construction at first, but then I was like, oh, those are tents. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, dude, it's totally like crazy to me. I didn't remember that. And I think it's kind of dumb how they, I mean, what do you expect, you know? But
Yeah. You know,
it's just
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, the time's wild though. It's definitely been weird, but trying to figure shit out for sure, especially because yeah, most of the homies are unemployed, so but we can only FaceTime or like Skype or something because it's just like that. I've just been trying to see people though that like I'm like that I've seen like pretty much a couple of my best friends. Like I'm like, dude, I trust you. We've all been in quarantine. We chill.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, like everyone has to go to the grocery store. Like it's like
Yeah.
still are around people, even if we want to say we're not. So we're doing our best.
Yeah. It looks like, you know, any like minor thing where like my nose is stuffy. I'm like, oh man, come on. Hope
Yeah,
this isn't it.
yeah.
Go live my last day.
Dang. Dude, I see you with some hot Cheetos though, with that line.
Dude, I need to show you something that I actually think you would appreciate.
What is it?
Wait for this.
I'm already appreciating you opening that bag.
Dude, I need to show you my sparkly jacket too. It's like really pretty.
Let's
But
sit right now. I want hot Cheetos so bad right now. I was talking about hot Cheetos yesterday.
We were talking about we went to the corner store like not that long ago, and we got like one of those big like ballpark pickles.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna buy a big jar of them because I don't know, it's like something almost nostalgic about pickles. It's
Oh yeah, you're like
yeah,
getting it.
not just
Oh my god. Yes.
okay, so we're
Is
talking
the
about my
hot
first
Cheetos
show.
fucking suit?
Yes.
Oh my fucking
oh
god. Where did you get that?
My girlfriend, she totally like ordered this online, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
god, that's amazing.
so summertime, I'm
Yo,
trying to look hot so I could literally get
damn,
hot.
babe, I see you.
But
Let me
it's
see
dope.
you
this kid too.
get the
Oh,
lime one.
and this was
I know, right?
from
You all put
my
line
first
dog
show, which is
on
where I
the
saw System of a Down. And this was the shirt that I bought there literally that day. So I made it into a big
holy
patch
shit.
and put it on this
You had
jacket.
August?
So it was like so long ago, but I just thought it was like sick as fuck. Like
Oh my
that
god,
demon
that's
thing.
so amazing. And I cannot believe that you fucking that's a sick back patch. Damn.
So
That looks like it fits snug too, because sometimes they can fit like big. You know what I mean?
totally. And this Jay will appreciate this one.
Yeah, the capsule corp. Nice. We were just showing off the. Well, I gave her a Dragon Ball sticker, but I was just showing off mine.
Hell yes. Oh my god, where'd you get that? Damn, look at y'all.
I ordered some pins, and they came. They came.
They just gave you some. Damn, that's cute.
Yeah,
Cute.
yeah. I gave her the rest, and I was like, I just need this one. I like this one.
Oh,
Which is something you should really look into because I didn't know that you painted. So it's like because you're so heavily based in aesthetic, like what if you made your own jackets and like merch? Like you just had your own shit that you painted and you just did your own flair to it. And then you
yeah.
were like, yo, you literally could like rock your own shit and make whatever you want. And that's something that you could just kind of like really explore on your own, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely, I've never really thought about it. If anything, I'm thinking about trying to do something with like selling anything of anything. It'd be like getting a Depop or something and selling clothes, but like I haven't thought of like making anything.
Yeah,
But I do know that
even
also
just like patches like that.
Yeah, patches, dude.
patches would be cool as fuck. I need
Mm,
to, yeah, I definitely need to like kind of. I mean, I'm inspired now. Shit, I didn't even think about it.
yeah,
Never even thought about stuff like that. I've just been thinking about skating and fucking sleeping in and fucking getting high and like
yeah.
since
Even
that
then, sometimes like just simple things, just like, or even if you're like, say when we get back and you're thrifting, you find some cool shirts and you're just
Yeah,
like, it's in bad shape or something, tear it up and
yeah,
make it
dude.
something else.
Dude, also, I need you to. Do you know anything about film? How much do you know about film?
Like what kind of film?
I don't know,
Like
just film in general.
like
I
35
have this
millimeter
film
film.
camera that I've literally need to get film for, and I've never used.
Oh, nice. You can get you can probably get some from Precision. You can get some cheap one. I'm not like I used to shoot more with film, but I'm not like that
Yeah,
into it. I guess I was kind of casual with it, but you can. I mean, film scans, developing the scans, it's probably like $12, so it's a little pricey to be into film. I know people like to start with it, and then yeah,
so,
pass it through the.
hey.
There you go.
Um, People like to start with film because the cameras are so cheap, but in the end, it's just like it's a lot, I'd say if you can
I only
invest
have
in like
one. I only have one. So
yeah,
expensive, though. I bet. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. I'd say if you can try to invest in like a used camera that's like maybe 200 bucks if you're really trying to get into photography. And
Yeah, I have a Canon, just and like a Rebel.
yeah, even you take like most of your photos with your phone, you said, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just my phone. But I have like cameras. I just don't use them just because
yeah,
it's just kind of a lot.
yeah. we, I think we were talking about that last time where like it's not so much what you're using but like the lighting and everything, because all your stuff seems to be look like kind of professional ish, at least, but it's like, oh, it's mostly because you have like really well lit rooms, or
Yeah, I
you
mean, I
understand
definitely
that stuff
focus
needs to
on
be
like
lit.
on the natural light. I definitely try to, and then anything that bounces that, which is obviously white.
Yeah,
So
you can even pull your pull your page over quick, because even like I don't know if you really modeled before, but or like before like we shot,
I love that
but
makeup though. The blue.
thank you. That's another thing that I've been doing is like looking up makeup during this time. It's been really, really fun. Just like I don't know, just going into just checking out different women's pages too, because there's so many badass women on the internet. I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing? And then yeah, just
yeah,
inspired.
even like this stuff looks dope. Like you're, I don't know if you took that yourself, but it
Yeah, yeah,
looks,
yeah. Yeah, I did. I just
You know your angles, that's for sure.
yeah.
yeah, definitely tried to
I
figure it
think
out.
like
I mean, not
even like that, even if there was just like a picture of you sitting there, I think it looks really good still.
thank you so much. Yeah, I
Like
definitely
they're all
trying to yeah, I try to figure out what the hell what to do, you know. I mean, I'm also just like my skating stuff. It's like I'm like I don't always show when I'm bailing, and that's the same thing with my pictures. Like I fucking be
yeah,
taking a bunch of pictures before I find like something that I like. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Totally.
It's
I mean, I
definitely
think people look at your stuff because your style first, but I think the interesting photos and everything definitely helps too.
yeah, dude, I appreciate you. That means so much to me. I mean, it's definitely I
Like
definitely,
that stuff.
I'm a social media manager aside, I mean, unemployed now, but that's, I
Mm,
mean, me focusing on music, but I definitely have always been in social media and stuff since MySpace and like would obsess over that. So basically, Instagram is like MySpace in my opinion. So I'd be doing the same thing where I just try to like find things that I like and like find people that can relate to me or like the things that I do. And like, I think that recently that's been something super cool. It's like I'll look in like my request like DMs and like sometimes I like don't reply to a lot of DMs as quickly as I need to, just because like it's like sometimes overwhelming.
mm,
But I'll like check in when I'm like really lazy or chilling, and like girls will hit me up about like they're like, dude, I want to skate now. Like I just saw, or like, what kind of skates do you have? And I'm like popping in like, oh girl, I got Impalas. Like they're good for beginners. Like You
Yeah.
know, and they're like, dude, thank you so much. I'm like, hell yeah. And like, even my homegirls, they're like, it's not like I want to copy you, but like, I want to skate too. I'm like, but you're not copying me. Fucking get some skates. I have somebody to skate with, you know?
Yeah.
So
That
it's been cool doing that and talking to people in that way.
yeah. That's kind of how it's been with like photography. When people start, I'm like, what like I don't know. I guess I don't see it as more like competition. Some people will, like more
Mhm.
like more photographers. The worse it is, the harder it is to get work. But like I think it's just a good skill to have.
Yeah,
Just at least know
absolutely.
how to use a camera or something.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Definitely comes into play. Even like just knowing how to edit and stuff like that. I mean, or just like having the right like editing apps to do a lot of things like for socials and in general is like
yeah,
cool because I mean, I took a lot of that, the things that I like and this like aesthetic or eye of something and I put that into like a brand like Mohawk, you know, like it's live music, but you know, I was definitely finding like what works, even if it's just like you know, I mean, that's like half of my job too was like doing like our Instagram stories. So like, you know, making like our brand alive whenever we have shows and just like showing like, you know, even just like having like a flow, a steady hand, you know what I mean? Like helps like just
yeah,
to see what people want to see kind of thing.
yeah. I wish I had gotten into like social media a little earlier. When I like got like serious about taking photos, I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make a Instagram just for photos. Like, I don't see the point. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it definitely helps.
Yeah,
It helps get
absolutely. And
work
that's
and
like
all
you
that.
connect with people. That's like super important. I think that that's also something that I've always like focused on as far as social media is just like engagement with your audience, whether it's
Yeah,
like a brand or like your own personal stuff or like, you know, a hobby that you have. Or like a lot of girls like that I've seen like have made Instagrams like because I'm like getting so into skating and like have been so influenced by so many different people that like I'll see like that they just make a skating Instagram and like show their progress. So like that's always like, you know, again, it's like connecting with people that like what you like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
um
I, I I think my personal Instagram just ended up turning into like a gaming account. It's just
yeah,
all gaming
see,
stuff.
it could be all that, you know what I mean? Because there's like a whole everyone has their own little thing that they like,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is
I mean, yeah. It's. I think I said this when in the one we did yesterday, where I was like, I didn't intend to do portraiture, but I think that's really what made me want to be more social on online and stuff because I didn't want to do that, and then all of a sudden I was like, I'm kind of bored with just taking photos of the skyline, so I have to kind of reach out and
yeah, you can
ask if
meet
people
so
want
many
to.
different people in that way. And like I like that also you do it with so many different types of people, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
different people of color, different gender, like different people doing different things, like different places, different times of
Mm,
the day. You know what I mean? Like I think that that's like something that I always thought was cool because like again, like you know, for all if somebody's gonna be like, yo, let's do a shoot, and then you're just like, because like you know, dudes can be weird and be like, you know what I
right.
mean? Like be like, oh well, like I'm a dude that shoots and like I just only do girls and like they're all hot. It's like
Yeah.
you
I
know what I
feel
mean?
like it.
I've honestly never like done like modeling and I don't like I've never like really gone like met up with somebody and been like, yeah, like I'm down, you know. But then like I met you and I was like, damn, he's cool as fuck. Like I feel like you know what I mean? Like you're my fucking cousin too. I'm like you're just like it's just like
Yeah.
family kind of like feeling. So I'm like, okay, that's chill. Like you know what I mean? Like which is always nice whenever you're taking like, you know, taking pictures of someone you want to feel comfortable with them, you know.
That's
Right.
crazy. You've never modeled, or you've never done that before. I just thought that that's kind of what you were doing, like already. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like maybe it's just natural, like Jay. Like I felt like he was just naturally good at being a photographer and finding like certain unique moments. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just something that I've always, yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just like, just a, like, a thing of fucking narcissism in a sense with like MySpace and shit back in the day when you would have to take pictures for your
I
profile.
love that shit. I love
So
that you
like,
had a soundtrack to your
so like,
page.
that's just like basically like the way it is like with Instagram for me, where I'm like, well, you know, like if I'm gonna post something, you know, like I gotta be like looking good or doing something, or like I like this outfit, so I'm gonna like, you know, I'm not buying these clothes just to like look good in a crowd, you know, like just kind of like attitude, not trying to be like obviously like fucked up or weird or anything, but like, you know, just being like, yeah, like this is just like a form of expression, if you will, you know. So that's like how I've been taking it lately. I feel like it kind of varies because of the way social media does get, and naturally like getting so much anxiety, you know what I mean, sometimes like it's just like naturally I feel like it comes, especially with like women. I feel like it gets like that, it can be like that where like you have so much pressure, like, oh man, like this person is just so beautiful, like fuck my life, you know. Like, and I talk to like a lot of my homegirls because like obviously we all have Instagrams, we all take pictures, like blah 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 blah. But like some people, like I have some best friends that are like, yeah, like I don't really post that much because like I get anxiety, and like I don't like taking pictures of myself, and like I just fucking hate it. And I'm like, I understand, girl, you're good. Like, but when you do, you look bomb, you know I'm gonna comment. Like,
Yeah. I wish I cared more about like not so much fashion, I guess, but like I don't know. I'll take a free shirt and wear that till it's like dust. I don't really care what I wear. Um, I think this is like the first shirt I bought in like a couple years.
damn. He's like, I'm
It's a
back.
pretty cool shirt though. It's
I think that's dope.
the
That's one
Eric
of my
Andre
favorite
one.
Oh
shirts that
my
you.
god, dude, Eric Andre,
Is,
good.
Yeah,
that's
there's a
so
bird up.
sick.
Damn, that is
I
sweet.
saw this. I
Treat
saw this.
himself.
I was like, I gotta spend some money.
That's the way
But
I
it was
feel.
like,
I feel like that.
yeah. But
Sometimes I'll
there was a,
put shit in the cart and I don't check out.
yeah.
Feels good to put in the cart.
Especially when you see the shipping, you're like, I don't need it that bad.
Dude, one of my last purchases that I made before all this happened, and I was actually really stoked about this because I was gonna wear it everywhere, and then I would feel really odd wearing it out now because I'm just like,
Actually, getting the jacket.
not the jacket.
Oh no.
He's like, I know.
She mentioned the jacket earlier. That's what I thought it was. And I'm like, this is like if we had ads, this is where we put the ad right there.
Yeah,
Like, what's she gonna get?
Oh
you're
my
like,
god.
come tune in.
As soon as you see her around the corner, that's where we drop the ad.
Oh my god, that's funny. I'm like, I wonder. No, I definitely did that. I did some impulsive purchases before quarantine. One of them I have right behind me because it's on my chair.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was saying that I saw that. That looked dope.
Yeah, these pants, and it's like a sweat set. Literally, best thing I fucking bought aside from my roller skates. So amazing.
Once Kimmy comes back, I guess since we're gonna show off our impulse buys, I'll grab something.
Dude, yeah. Like,
I'm like interested in what she's gonna bring out.
I know. I'm like, what she
Like
got?
maybe I've seen it.
Do y'all live by each other?
No, she lives off the other side of 35, kind of.
Mm.
Not too far though.
I couldn't find what I was looking for. I like don't even know where I put it. But
What is it?
I have these dope ass platforms that I love, and they're just like awesome. Like they're so spiky, and I just feel I love wearing them because I just like kicking shit. It's just
Dude,
awesome.
they are so amazing. I love those. I would, yeah, dude, you gotta fuck some
Oh
shit.
yeah, and I have they're like
Dude,
just
the
a
hell?
regular pair. These are awesome. They're called Hellraisers, and this brand called Unif made them like years ago, and I legit found the boots, and I have the just regular like loafers.
Oh,
These things are the shit.
they look fucking awesome.
I
And you
love
can
them so
like,
much.
dude, I'm in love. I'm in love with those platforms though. You know I'm a short girl. I gotta be high.
Yeah, I love. It's like the right amount too, you know.
Yeah, where you're not gonna eat shit. You can like stomp around and fuck a bitch up.
Yeah, you could kick someone in the face with these easy.
Oh
Also
my
probably
god, dude. Let
scratch
me
your
see
leg
that
if you.
impulsive buy though, Jay.
Okay. Um. So I won't ever spend this much again because this was $200. And if I decide I'm gonna spend that much, it'll never end. So this is a Chrono Trigger for Super Nintendo.
Oh my fucking god, yes.
Um,
Damn. It's
I
fucking
just I just love the art on it,
For
like just the case.
for Nintendo, you said?
Yeah, Super Nintendo. It's the same artist that did Dragon Ball, so
Dude,
a lot of it looks.
you have a
That's
Super
so
Nintendo?
sick.
Yeah, I've got like uh, a lot of systems. I think the last time I counted, I was around like 30 different systems.
What
Yeah.
systems?
Um, Sega Genesis. I have like three. Let me see. I got four different Sega Genesis systems. They all play the same stuff. It's just a matter of anyway. Place. I got all the PlayStations, Super Nintendo, most of the Nintendos except for the Wii U.
Stations.
Yeah, so one, the PlayStation
What
one
about
through four.
Xbox?
I have the original one and the 360. I don't have the new one. I I found a Sega Saturn for like 16 bucks at the thrift store. But that's like the most expensive. They have the most expensive games on there.
Yeah.
I probably have to import all those.
Damn.
Um, I have like a drawer full of Game Boys. There's at least six. There's like eight. Yeah.
Hell, dude, what the hell? That's what's up. You're a gamer, dude. I love that. I grew up gaming, so but I grew up with Xbox, so the only systems I have are I have a Switch, a Nintendo 64, and a Xbox One.
Oh yeah. Did you get Animal Crossing?
Nah, I haven't jumped on that train. Not in a bad way, but I just like I'm not gonna drop $60 on a game right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
For
have
sure.
Mario Party, and I just like make my boyfriend play with me all the time. And we're actually like now we play so much that like we will stop playing and like go do some other shit, and then go back and continue playing the game because like that's like we have that Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong, and we have
Tropical Freeze.
yeah, and we have, like some fucking Star Fox one, but but yeah, I need to get more games on it. But yeah, I have a lot of games on my 64, so it's basically the same thing as Nintendo. So
Yeah.
I'd be chilling, but I definitely yeah I love playing Overwatch on Xbox. That's like one game that I really love playing.
See, I've got this.
Yup. Dang. Yep. Yep. Same.
Um,
I have so many games. A lot of them I inherited from one of my.
Sega Saturn.
Dang.
Just
I don't even remember that.
this came out like right around when the PlayStation did. I remember seeing it in ads when I was a kid and being like, man, that is crazy. Like, I want that. And I never got it until I was in my 20s.
Damn.
So that's cool. I can't afford any of the games for it, but at least I have it.
How expensive are they?
Um,
Maybe
they
like 30
can
bucks.
no, they can they
More?
um yeah. Let me see. Um, I could show you a couple games because it wasn't out that long. Like as soon as PlayStation, the original PlayStation came out,
Yeah.
it was like done. Um, I have my Dreamcast. That's probably my favorite system. Let me see. Let's see Saturn. Okay, let's start sharing.
Damn. My boy got a mouse over there.
Yeah, so that's
What?
complete.
What?
That's a
Yeah.
lot of money for one game.
I
Like,
thought
holy shit.
that's like literally I literally thought it was only gonna be about 30 bucks and we're in 300. Dog. Okay.
I'm thinking about getting this one. Maybe not this
Oh, that you got it. I
expensive,
rated purple.
but
I
at some
see you.
point, was that?
You see, why don't you just put it in the cart already and just let you know what you're sitting on, what you got to come back to.
I love how there's 14 plus watchers on that. Damn. That's
Yeah,
some serious shit, Jay. I feel like like the crazy tiger people. Maybe you're like in the crazy gamer world. That's where you are. You're just like scoping out what you want. This
yeah.
is
I mean,
crazy that this is like expensive though. Like,
Yeah, it started to jump pretty high.
yeah. Here, I mean, this is just a Game Boy Color game. That's a lot for one. Uh,
wow.
One goddamn. They need to
Let me see. I know I've gotten games just because I like the art. I mean, they're good games, but I've got like the Sega Saturn their cases. Here, let me just grab one.
I'm finna show you. That's crazy. Dude, Monday, April 20th. What's good? 420, bitches. It's not going to be the 420 I thought that it was going to be like, but okay, I'll take it. I was like going to be in LA during 420 this year, and that's definitely not the case.
Dude, I am so bummed out. Like, I love California, and I just love going out there to visit friends and paint. And it just sucks that it's going to be a minute until we actually are able to go back through there, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
And they get their stuff going too.
I know, dude. California always gets fucked.
Dude, straight up. And everyone thinks that's perfect. I mean, it kind of is, but it's just like wild. I have friends over there right now that.
That radiation was getting fucking blown over to the West Coast. That was fucked up.
What?
Yeah. Definitely.
Right. So yeah, these whole cases. I don't know. There's just something about them.
Damn.
I love
you have the cases. You don't have a game in it.
Oh, there's a game in there.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell?
There's somewhere like I have the game, but not the case. But if I can get these cases, I don't know. There's just something about it. And then
it looks good, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
I really liked X-Men as a kid. Sonic CD.
Sonic. Always. I have a Sonic shirt. It's like tucked in the bottom of my drawer, but it's just like a Sonic shirt. Yeah, I remember that.
Screen on it.
Yep.
I love this thing. I don't really play it, but just having it, it's nice to have.
Yeah, you need to do your own little fucking vlog about your little games over there, bud. I know some people are into that.
Yeah. You should.
Why don't you stream on Twitch?
I've thought about it. I'm just not that entertaining, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like. I feel like I would have trouble talking to a camera, and no one's on the other side, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Your voice is pretty calming. You could definitely be like, "Yo, la 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 la
That's
la."
Good.
Whatever.
We can do the ASMR.
Yeah.
Got the.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I'm calm. I'm about to pass out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm about to get some food though. I hear my man in the living room, and you know when you hear somebody scraping the bowl.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm like low key like in the video, and I'm like, he's eating without me. What's he eating? That chicken?
Is that chicken?
He's been making. Yeah, bless my man makes bomb ass food, but he made some this pulled chicken thing. Like I don't fucking know. He finessed it. It's delicious. I'm finna make me a taco.
That sounds good.
So I guess we can end it there. Your Instagram is metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Literally says that.
Metal as fuck.
We will tag you in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please. That's
anything you want people to check out, I guess. Just your Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else going on right now. Pretty much just chilling. But
look out for those clothes in the future.
Oh yeah, no, right? No, I'm trying to catch me busting my ass in my skating highlight. It's good. I just added a skating highlight. I'm like,
nice.
It's getting better.
Nice. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for doing this. This is super cool, and I'm excited to see what you guys get cooking up, and maybe see what you guys have done also already. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's nice to see. I don't know if people are you know, you never know if people are watching, but I think it's a reason for me to just talk to people that I won't be able to, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if people come across it, it's always inspirational to.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I agree, and I'm hoping that we can all chill soon. I mean, I've been chilling, whatever y'all are comfortable with. But if you guys want to fucking link up and go to that spot that you went to, that looked cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Smoke and hang out.
And go on like a weekend or something.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for this. This is super cool.
For sure. Well, if if you're down again, we'll definitely hit you up
Yeah.
or let us know.
Yeah, hit me up. You know, I'm chilling.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's number 4. This one's gonna come out next Wednesday. We're gonna post this one next Wednesday. So, see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.